on the ground on 1st and goal.
They try again with McFadden. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Darren McFadden. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Next to score, Dolphins 7, Texans 0. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. First down, a run with McFadden. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9. Flacco from midfield. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
McFadden up the middle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give to McFadden. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren McFadden with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here comes third down and 7.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play, and it'll be fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to McFadden out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
DeMarvin Leal, the man making the stop. Now 2nd and 9.
To pass, Flacco. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On first down, Flacco. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Flacco off play action. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Eluding the pressure right.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The second half starts with a carry by Jones.
Up past the 30, second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Off the option, it's Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Gonzalez from 21 yards away.
And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And he shows some mobility there, getting outside of the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
He had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you all know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Jones with a carry on first down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Handoff comes to McFadden. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's McFadden.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Running again and again, it's McFadden. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
They'll run it. Here's McFadden. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now 1st and goal.
McFadden. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Second down, goal to go.
McFadden following the penalty. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with McFadden.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Hopkins' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10. Jackson.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you